Hi, welcome back to my channel, Slim Inspirations for You. Today I'm going to show you how to do Slim World friendly stuffed butternut squash. Now I'm going to give you my first top tip now. I find cutting butternut up really hard. I just don't seem to have the strength when it's in its raw form. And so I always sort of shy away from using it unless it's already done for me. And it's a shame because stuffed butternut is actually a really nice meal. So what I do now is I actually put the whole butternut into the oven for about half an hour before I actually slice it, and that way it softens up for you. So here's one that's been in the oven for half an hour. I left it to cool a little bit so I can actually handle it. If it's still a bit hot, you can use a tea towel, but hopefully now with a sharp knife I can just literally slice straight through that. There we go. The core can be, the core can be the challenge, so if it is, just chop it off at the end. There we go. And it's so much easier. So all I now need to do for this is just to get a spoon and scrape out the middle. There we go. There we go. And because it's partly cooked it's so much easier to actually scoop everything out. There we go. Just make sure I get all my pips out. There we go. And that one. And I'll just do the other one. There we go. Perfect. I now have two perfectly scooped out butternuts. And I've got two little bits here which have come loose, so guess what? I'm just going to eat them. Because you can eat the skin of butternut and it is good for you, so don't throw it away. What you can do with the skin actually, if you don't want it, is after you've scraped out the contents, you can actually bake in the oven, make crisps out of it. As I said, don't throw it out because it is really healthy for you. So how do we then fill these? Well, let's go to the stove while I finish off my last piece of butternut. Okay, so the filling is just so simple. Okay, it's very similar to what you'd use for a lasagna meat base. So in my saucepan here, or my frying pan rather, I have got 300 grams of beef mince. Now to that, I'm going to add a dash of tomato puree, if I can get it out. Okay. I'm very much into one pot, throw it in sort of meals and just for simplicity and for speed. And then I just want to add to that a teaspoon of mixed herbs, a teaspoon of chopped garlic, and if you know me, you know it's going to be my lazy garlic, so that's gone in. Okay. Then I'm going to add, oops, if I can find it, there we go, half a chopped onion and about 3 or 4 chopped mushrooms. Just give that a little stir. Okay, and then to that I'm going to add a tin of tomatoes. Okay, and then I'm just going to leave that for about 10 minutes to cook off. And we'll come back and we'll see. These are my Berghoff pans, so if you know me, you know that I use these all the time. Don't use any fat in them, so they are amazing. And with this particular pan, it has a lid, which will help keep the moisture in, which is perfect for what I want. So, and pop the lid on. So let's come back in 10-15 minutes. Hi, right, so you can see that's bubbling away nicely now. And I've just taken the lid off for a bit. So I'm now just going to add a couple more ingredients, and the first thing I'm going to add is spinach. I do love spinach, and it's one of those things that I think goes with anything. So this is about half a bag's worth. There we go. Just push that into wilt down. And then it just needs a little bit of pepper. And I'm back to my South African pepper. If you've watched any of my videos before, you know that this pepper is quite spicy, so it has a nice flavour. And I just apologise, Lola is doing her usual, I want to be involved. So I'm just giving that a little stir to make sure all the spinach is mixed in. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now that just needs cooking off for a bit longer, just so that some of the liquid now comes out of it. So I tried to retain liquid earlier on, just because I wanted the flavours to infuse. But now that's happened, hopefully. I just want it now to dry out a little bit. Okay, so I'm happy with that now. So let's go stuffing some butternut. Hi, right, so let's get stuffing. There we go. So I have got a little bit left, just going to move that to one side. And let's just top some cheese with it. Don't forget to include the cheese in your Healthy Extra A if you're on Slimming World. I always grate, as you know, on the thinnest grate, just so it feels like I'm getting a lot more cheese for my sins. It makes it go a long, long way. There we go. So there you have stuffed butternut, which I'm now going to pop in the oven for about 20 minutes on about 180. Just going to keep an eye on it. Don't forget the butternut is already part cooked. If you're cooking it from raw, I'd say allow an hour to make sure it's all cooked. But because I cooked it halfway through to make slicing it easier, it doesn't need as long. So, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's cooked. Hi, right, so it's been in the oven for about half an hour and it's now ready to serve. So here it is. Now I hope you enjoyed that. If you did and you want to know about more recipes, then please subscribe to my channel, Slim Inspirations for You, and click notifications. I've also got a website which is www.sliminspirationsforyou.com, and please contribute. I am doing a Ready Steady Cook challenge, so if you've got some ingredients you don't know what to do with or you're a bit bored, then if you look on my YouTube channel you'll see a video where I'm introducing my Ready Steady Let's Get Slim challenge. So please contribute, put your virtual bag of shopping on there, and I will pick at random some bags and create some recipes. So if you want a personal recipe just for you, then please, I'll put the link to that video underneath this one as well. So I hope you enjoyed that, and have a good evening and happy cooking.